Hi everybody, I'm Miss Katie and I'm the kids pastor at the Southeast campus and I get to tell you the Bible story for today. Do any of you have a pet at home? Maybe you have a cat or a fish, a dog or a hamster. I really hope that you do not have a snake. Pets are a lot of fun though, aren't they? Do you ever wish you could have a conversation with your pet? Like, do you wish your dog would talk to you and let you know what he's thinking? I've often wondered what my dog is thinking. I mean, is he saying, "Hey mom, you really need to up your game in the snack department. I'm getting tired of this peanut butter getting stuck in my teeth." Or maybe he might say, "Excuse me, you said I'm a part of the family, so why am I not allowed to sit at the table for meals with you?" Or he might say, "This is my toy. Why do you keep taking it and then throwing it far away?" I wonder what your pets would say to you if you could understand them. If your pet suddenly started talking to you, do you think it would get your attention? I know it would get my attention. Well, all this month, we are learning about how God got the attention of some people in the Bible. And today's story is quite a good example of God getting someone's attention. So the guy we're talking about today was written about in the Old Testament. His name was Balaam. Balaam could do something that might sound crazy. He could bless people and good things would happen to them. Or he could curse people and then bad things would happen to them. Far away from where Balaam lived was a land called Moab. Now the king of Moab was named Balak. He was worried about his land because he saw the Israelites camping near his territory, and he was terrified. He knew that the Israelites had large numbers and could defeat his army if they decided to attack. But the king had heard about Balaam, and he wanted Balaam to come to his land and curse the Israelites so that their army wouldn't be able to defeat them. King Balak sent messengers to Balaam's house, and they explained that King Balaam would pay them a lot of money if he would come and curse the Israelites. Balaam asked God what he should do, and that night God spoke to Balaam and told him not to go with the messengers. The Israelites were God's chosen people. They should be blessed, not cursed. So Balaam refused to go with the messengers, and he sent them back to Moab. But King Balak was not easily discouraged. He thought that maybe if he sent more messengers and offered more money, then Balaam would come and curse the Israelites. So the messengers went back to Balaam's house. Again, Balaam asked God what he should do. This time God told Balaam that he could go to Moab, but he was only allowed to say the words that God told him to say. Balaam saddled up his donkey and set off to meet the king. But as he and his donkey were going along, suddenly the donkey went off the path and into a field. Balaam was angry at his donkey for going off the path, and he took a stick and he hit the donkey. The donkey got back on the path and they continued on their journey. They reached a point where the road narrowed and there were walls on both sides. The donkey suddenly startled and crashed into the wall, crushing Balaam's foot. Ouch! Ouch! It hurt! Balaam was even more angry at his donkey this time. So again, he took a stick and he hit his donkey, letting him know that he was not happy with him. So the donkey went away from the wall and they continued on their journey. Suddenly, the donkey just stopped right in his tracks and lay down in the path. He wouldn't get up and start moving. So now Balaam was really mad. What was wrong with his donkey? Again, he took his stick, and again he started hitting his donkey. He asked the donkey, "What is wrong with you?" To Balaam's shock, the donkey spoke back to Balaam using human words. The donkey asked Balaam, "Haven't I been faithful to you all these years? Haven't I always done what you've asked? Have I ever done anything like this before?" Crazy as it seems, Balaam stood there having a conversation with his donkey. He said, "No, you've never done anything like this before, so why are you doing it now?" And suddenly God opened Balaam's eyes, and he was able to see what the donkey had been seeing all along. There, standing in the path in front of Balaam and the donkey, was an angel of God holding a large sword in his hand. And the angel said to Balaam, "Why did you punish your donkey 3 times? He was trying to save your life." Balaam was terrified at the sight of the angel, just like his donkey had been. He asked the angel, "Do you want me to go home?" And the angel answered him, "Go and meet the king, but do not curse the people. Instead, you must bless them." So Balaam went on to Moab to meet the king. He told the king that God would only let him bless the Israelites, not curse them. King Balak was so mad. He said, I asked you to come here and curse the Israelites, and now you tell me you're only going to bless them? Why did you even come? Balaam answered the king, I can only speak the words that God wants me to speak. But as we learned before, King Balak was very stubborn. He didn't give up easily. So he took Balaam to a place where he could overlook the Israelite army. And the king said, this is about half of the Israelite army. Can you at least curse half of them? But Balaam did what God told him to do. Instead of cursing the army, he blessed them. But remember, the king does not give up easily. He took Balaam to another spot and asked Balaam to curse the armies that he saw. But the same thing happened as before. Balaam blessed the Israelites instead of cursing them. King Balak was furious. He said, I asked you 3 times to curse the Israelites, and instead you blessed them. I'm not going to pay you anything. God has stopped you from becoming a very rich man. Balaam answered the king, even if you had given me all the gold and silver in your kingdom, I will only say what God has told me to say. The Israelites will be a strong army because God is with them and they are blessed. Then Balaam took his donkey and returned home. God got Balaam's attention, and Balaam made the right choices. He knew that he should listen and obey to what God was telling him. And you know what? We need to listen to God too. God gives us the Bible as a way of talking to us and letting us know the best path for our life. Let's all make sure we always listen to God and say the words that He would want us to say. Have a great week, Pantano kids. We'll see you next time.